Good day everyone, my name is Roffa Duro and this is the group Region 4, and for this video I will be discussing about Region 4A, which is Calabarzon. So Calabarzon is formerly known as the Southern Tagalog Mainland, and it is an administrative region in the Philippines. It is dubbed as the new jewel of the Philippine real estate industry. Calabarzon is eyed by many developers and investors for their real estate developments and businesses. In agriculture, Calabarzon is known for its wide contribution with at least 40% to the country's total manufacturing food supply. What is Region 4A known? So Region 4A is known of great natural beauty that is also known as Calabarzon. It consists of 5 provinces wherein the word Calabarzon is comprised of one or more letters of each province's name, like Cavite, Laguna, Batangas, Rizal, and Quezon. Calabarzon is the most populated region in the Philippines with a population of 12,609,803 inhabitants. Calabarzon and Mimaropa were previously combined together as Southern Tagalog until they were separated in 2002. Largest city and second highly urbanized city is Antipolo City, with Lucena City being the first. The area is rich in history. It's where the Philippines' independence from Spain was first declared in 1898. It is also the birthplace of our national heroes such as Jose Rizal, which is from Calamba, Laguna, Emilio Aguinaldo, which is from Kawit, Cavite, Apolinario Mabini, which is from Tanawan, Batangas, and Miguel Malvar, which is from Santo Tomas, Batangas.
Region 4A Calabarzon cities. First is Batangas Lipa City, Tanawan City, Bacoor City, Cavite City, Dasmariñas City. The famous tourist spot in the Batangas Lipa City is Fortune Island. Fortune Islands is a resort island of Batangas province in the Philippines. The 27-hectare islands lies about 14 kilometers off the coast of Sugbo in Batangas. The famous tourist spot in Tanawan City. Tanawan City boasts of various tourist spots, ranging from historical landmark, lake falls, public park, parade, and a hill. The last tourist spot is called Tanawan Hill. Famous tourist spot in Bacoor City Festival is Kudlar. One of the famous members in Bacoor City, Kubler Elementary School Drum and Lay Band, showcase their skill and musicality the Grand Parade for the 6th century. Famous tourist spot in Cavite City is Corregidor Island, serve as a witness to the heavily bombardment, thousands of the lives lost, and also the moment of victory when the Filipino and American force recaptured the island in 1945. Famous tourist spot in Dasmariñas City is Museo de la Salle. The Museo de la Salle, located within the campus of the De La Salle University, Dasmariñas, is a unique cultural cross-disciplinary institution serving as a permanent museum of De La Salle University system.
So this is the continuation of Region 4A. Imus City. The city of Imus was formerly part of the Cavite LVO, now Cavite, and was under the parish of the Jesuits during the administration of the Archdiocese of Manila, Archbishop Miguel Garcia Serrano in 1618 to 1629. The famous tourist spot in Imus is Imus Historical Museum. There are moving tableaus inside the museum which relieve historical scenes with realistic life-size figures in their created settings. Tagaytay City. Tagaytay City is a component in the province of Cavite, Philippines. It is considered as one of the country's most popular tourist destinations due to its cold climate. The famous tourist spot in Tagaytay is Tagaytay Picnic Grove. This is the large park in Tagaytay. Main feature of this park are the huts and tables used for picnic. It also has a ground for horseback riding an eco-trail boardwalk, a zip line, and a cable cars. From the place, view of the Taal volcano can be seen. Trece Martyr City. The city was named after the 13 martyrs of Cavite, who were judged of rebellion and were executed by Spaniards on September 12, 1896 during the Philippines Revolution. The famous tourist spot in Trece Martyr City is Eagle Ridge Golf and Country Club. It's the largest golfing in the Philippines. The golf club houses and takes pride of having not one or two, but four championships level courses. These golf courses are designed by four well-known pro golfers and architects: Greg Norman, Nick Faldo, Isaw Aoki, Andy Dai. Binyan City. Binyan is nationally recognized in the books related to the biography of Jose Rizal, the greatest national hero. It was in June 1869 when Jose Rizal as a young boy went to Binyan with his brother Pasiano. The famous tourist spot in Binyan City is the city is notable for the popular summer destination Splash Island, the Philippines' premier water recreation theme park. It is located at Barangay San Francisco, accessible via South Luzon Expressway, known as LEX, through Southwoods exit. Cabuyao City. Cabuyao was known before as the richest municipality in the Philippines. This was due to the fact of the large immigrants who work in the city. The famous tourist spot in Cabuyao is Cabuyao Day. It consists of a week-long celebration starting from the parade of floats of each barangay, in which the decoration of each float feature and showcase at the way of living of the community of each barangay of Cabuyao.
This is the continuation of the city in Region 4A. First is the San Pablo City. It's located in southern Laguna. San Pablo City is the largest city of Laguna. It's one of the oldest San Pablo, provide food and livelihood. One of the example of the tourist spot in San Pablo City is San Palo Lake. It's the largest, was formed from the crater of the extinct volcano. Second, Santa Rosa City. The town was named after the first South American saint, Santa Rosa de Lima of Peru, nun of the Third Order of the Saint Dominic. Santa Rosa was initially known for the Coca-Cola and Toyota manufacturing plants in its industrial estates, and economy is vibrant and booming. It was of the fastest economies in the Philippines, one of the tourist spots in the Santa Rosa City. The Enchanted Kingdom, it was still the first and the only world-class theme park in the Philippines. Third, Lucena City was only made as a chartered city by virtue of Republic Act No. 3271 on June 17, 1961. Lucena City is also called the Gateway of the South. Lucena City is the place of visual and gustatory experience. Lucena City is famous for its coconut crops and rice varieties. One of the tourist spots in Lucena City is Cavite Island. Cavite is the island of the east coast of Luzon, Philippines, Lemon Bay. Fourth, Tayabas City, the city of festival before the Spaniards came to the country. The natives of Tayabas was already organized into barangays headed. The first spot in Tayabas City is a mainit hot spring, is a natural converted in wading pools, bathtubs for therapy and relaxation. Fifth, Antipolo City was named after Antipolo breadfruit tree which was in abundance in the area. Antipolo City is an ideal place to build resorts and mass housing. One of the tourist spots, Basilica Our Lady of Peace and Good Voyage, a pilgrimage site especially during month of May. And 6. Calamba City. Calamba was placed in the hands of Incardius by the Dominican brothers, who divided into portions. The tourist spot in Calamba City is tallest monument of Jose Rizal. The statue is 22 feet tall, which symbolized in 22 languages that Rizal can speak fluently. The Buhayani Festival is Calamba City's ways to celebrate the life of homegrown hero Buhayani is divine from the Filipino words Buhay, life. and Bayani Hero.
So this is the continuation of Region 4A, which is the Region 4B Mimaropa. Mimaropa is an administrative region of the Philippines. It is one of two regions of the Philippines having no land border with another region, Eastern Visayas being the other, and is designated as Region 4B. The name is an acronym combining the names of its provinces, which are Occidental Mindoro, Oriental Mindoro, Marinduque, Romblon, and Palawan. The region is also more formally known as Southern Tagalog Islands. This region is bounded by different bodies of water: West Philippine Sea on the west, Solos Sea on the south, Sibuyan Sea on the east, and Tayabas Bay on the north. The entire region only has two cities, which is the Puerto Princesa City in Palawan and Calapan City in Mindoro Oriental, with Calapan City being the administrative center of the region. Region 4B or Mimaropa refers to the cluster of Emerald Islands and islets stretching across the warm tropical seas south of southern Luzon. Composed of two cities, 71 municipalities, and 1,458 barangays. Mimaropa has a total land area of 2,745,720 hectares, representing 9% of the country's land. Aside from that, Mimaropa is one of the busiest regions in terms of tourism. Region 4B is home to Mindoro Oriental, which is the loveliest harbor in the island. Mindoro Occidental, which is the marine wonderland. Marinduque, which is the Lenten capital, Romblon, which is the marble capital, and Palawan, which is the home of the new seven wonders of nature.
For Region 4B, Mimaropa, Calapan City. Calapan City is the capital of Oriental Mindoro and the only city. The local economy is founded on agriculture and commerce industry.
Famous tourist spot in Punta Princesa is Baywalk. The Baywalk site is a safe and refreshing place to unwind while looking at the still blue waters at the lap against the walls. You can sit back, enjoy the mild sun, and feel the fresh sea breeze.
Lastly, this is the city Region 4B, which is Puerto Princesa City. One of the tourist spots of Puerto Princesa City is the Puerto Princesa Underground River. It's a marvel of nature and a national treasure.